Well, Chris Gunness is spokesman for the United Nations Relief and Works Agency, joins me now live from Tel Aviv. Good to have you with us. First of all, what is the situation in the camps? Are people facing death now? Is that the situation there?
Yarmouk is a place of profound civilian suffering. We are receiving reports that because of the lack of medical care, women are dying in childbirth. There are reports of widespread malnutrition, children, women, the elderly reduced to eating animal feed, spices mixed in unsafe water. It's also becoming clear that the electricity supply in the camp is almost non-existent. Water, tap water, is said to be available for about 4 hours every 3 or so days. The population of the camp also, I think, speaks very eloquently to the widespread nature of the suffering. What used to be an area of about 160,000 refugees, Palestinian refugees, now reduced to about 18,000 or so, we think. So widespread human suffering and increasingly profound civilian suffering.
I want to talk to you about those numbers in a second, but first of all, I know there were talks to try and get the regime to end the siege. What happened to that? Has that effort failed?
Well, I'm not going to engage, and the UN is not going to engage in the blame game, because what we need now is humanitarian access, and we can do nothing.
Chris,
that
I'm not asking you to blame anyone. I want you to bring viewers up to speed with whether or not there is any hope in getting this siege to end. Does there look like any diplomatic hope on the horizon for you or not?
We cannot lose hope. Because if we lose hope, then we are effectively abandoning the 18,000 or so people, including women and children there. The Syrian government and the Syrian authorities and other parties know that it is an imperative to allow safe and unhindered humanitarian access, because in humanitarian terms, Yarmouk remains a closed area to the international community, to aid workers like those of UNRWA. UNRWA's been working in the camp for decades now. We need access to those people. We can only hope that there will be access, because we are extremely concerned about the civilian population. These civilians, women, children and others, the refugees we serve, have never wanted anything more than to stay immune from this conflict, and sadly they have not been able to, and they are paying a high humanitarian price. We need access. Those who can give us access know how that should come about, and we hope and we pray that we will get that access, because the situation is deteriorating with every moment that passes.